to teach you how to make waffles. Who doesn't like waffles? So I'm going to make blueberry waffles because I like that. And also we're going to play Christmas music because it's December and I like Christmas music and I love Christmas. So we'll have this in the background. Okay, so first you're going to need a waffle iron to make the waffles, obviously. So you're going to plug this in. I'm going to plug it in so it can like heat up as we're going. So when I go to make them, they'll be ready to use. And to make this, the ingredients you're going to need is 1 3/4 cup of flour. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which I have right here, and I laid all the little measurements next to them just so it's easier. And you're going to need 1 tablespoon of sugar, and then 3 eggs, which I have here. You're going to need 7 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 1 cup of milk, which I kept in the refrigerator so that when I get hot, and I already had that measured out. And then because we're making blueberry waffles, you're going to need blueberries. You can put as many as you want. I'm going to use a cup today. And then whatever toppings you want, syrup or cream, whatever you want to go with the waffles. Waffles can be enjoyed for any meal, not just breakfast as well. I'm actually making them for dinner right now. So now that you have everything laid out and everything measured, we're going to go ahead and start by mixing the dry ingredients together first. So you're going to start with the 1 3/4 cup of flour. And you're going to put that, I'm actually going to do it into this bowl because we're going to end up adding them all to the end. And then you have your 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Just going to measure that out. It's 1. And then you're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then 1 tablespoon of sugar. Measure this out. Okay, I'm just going to take the lid off. About right. And then that is it for the dry ingredients. And we're going to just kind of mix that together with a fork so it kind of just gets all even. Okay, that looks good. Now for the wet ingredients. First, I'm going to do the 1 cup of milk. And then the 3 eggs. I hate cracking eggs, so this might be bad. See, I told you it was going to be bad. Okay. I'm going to go wash my hands. And lastly, the 7 tablespoons of vegetable oil. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. And then you're going to take your whisk. I'm just going to whisk this together. Okay, now, so lastly, you're gonna add your blueberries. Just kind of gonna eyeball it. It's probably kind of dangerous with me, but it's okay. We'll just kind of, and these are minis too, so I'm gonna put a couple more than I would the big ones. And then you're just gonna carefully fold them in here, and don't forget your pan, because if you don't use this, your waffles will not come onto the plate. It will stay onto the waffle iron. Just gonna spray it like that. And you're supposed to be like really fast when you do this because you don't want them like sitting there and cooking while you have it open trying to get all four on here. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay. And I'm gonna shut this and I'm gonna cook it for about 30 to 45 seconds. Alright, I think they should be ready. Perfect. So I'm gonna put one onto my plate. I'm just gonna stick the rest on here so I can leave one of them. And now lastly, just for your toppings, whatever you like on them. Some people do strawberries with cream syrup, whatever. I'm going to do syrup. I'm going to do maple syrup because I prefer maple syrup over regular syrup. That's just my personal opinion. So just drizzle a little bit on there. And there you are. You have a blueberry waffle.